Operation 300, and I've got her on the line right now. Hey, Charlene. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for calling in. Well, I had you on the air last week, but we didn't really get a chance to let you talk. And I wanted to know more about what Operation 300 does. Tell me who started it, and what is it about?
Okay. Aaron Vaughn was a Navy SEAL, and he was killed in action on the Chinook helicopter crash that took the largest amount of lives in Navy SEAL history in 2011, August 6th. And so when that happened, he left behind a wife and two little ones. One was just a few weeks old. And so out of that tragedy, his sister, Tara Von Baldwin, saw that her little niece and nephew were now without a father. And so she came up with the idea of doing a camp. We call them adventure camps for children who have lost their father in any kind of military service. So it's a non-for-profit organization, and what we do is we raise the funds and we fly the mothers and the children in for weekend camps. We do about 4 to 5 weekends at this point a year, and the mothers and the younger siblings are put up in a hotel on the beach, and they get a little weekend of relaxing and pampering. We have a volunteer who kind of just pairs up with the moms, so she takes them to get pedicures and manicures and does some dinners out. And meanwhile, the kids are paired with one-on-one mentors, and most of these men are either local businessmen, they've been either former military or local firefighters, some are local police or SWAT team members, and they volunteer their time, and they come in and they get paired one-on-one with these children, and they do all kinds of things. We take them sailing. The local fishing company comes in and takes them fishing and gives them lures and hats, and we go to a local fire station and they get to spray with the water hoses, and the firefighters just take some time teaching them all about fire safety. Our local police station brings their SWAT team members in and teaches the kids all about gun safety, and they let them, under, of course, very close supervision, shoot some of their guns. They get to just play in the mud and just be kids and do the things, hopefully, that their fathers would have been able to do with them. And, of course, we don't even try to come close to taking their place, but the mentors just try to create a bond so that they can follow up with the kids. My husband's been a mentor for all the camps so far, and he will send the ones that he's mentored, he'll send them like a birthday card and birthday gift on their birthdays, Christmas card and Christmas gift on Christmas. We try to keep up with the moms, see how they're doing, and it's just a wonderful. Go ahead.
Yeah. How do you find the mentors?
The Bonds live here locally, and there's just been such a huge outpouring of support for them from day one that when Aaron was killed, and so many of the different people have just stepped up and come alongside them, supported them, and so we have a pretty big group of mentors that have been there from day one. Like I said, the local SWAT or fire stations, they know about it, and because we kind of have gotten to know them, they've stepped up, and so we have different people that find out about Operation 300. They can go on the website, they can fill out a volunteer slip, but at this point we have so many mentors that have stepped up. We don't need necessarily more mentors, but at this point, our biggest need is just people who are trying to raise the money, or they do different fundraisers all across the country. In fact, this coming week is a big, huge fundraiser in West Tennessee. That's where the Bonds used to live previously, and Aaron attended school there, and they're doing a huge Harley-Davidson ride. It's a very big fundraiser. So that's
There's a
Yeah.
big fundraiser, Harley Davidson ride, and in West Tennessee. Tell me
West
more
Tennessee.
about that. Let's promote that for a minute because maybe, we can help raise some funds right now.
Sure. Any of the things that we are either that's being done for us or that we are a part of, they can find it on www.Operation300. It's the actual numbers, 300.com. But in West Tennessee, they are doing, it's called the Abernathy Harley Davidson ride, and I think that they are actually going to be either auctioning or raffling off a Harley Davidson. But it's a really big event. People can go on, to, like I said, to the Operation300 and find out more about it. Or there's actually a Facebook page called the Aaron Vaughn Memorial Ride in West Tennessee, and it'll give a lot more information.
Okay, so it's the Aaron Vaughn Memorial Ride.
In West Tennessee.
Okay, and that's the name of the Facebook page?
Yes,
Okay, in West Tennessee. Well, if anybody is interested in helping this organization, Operation300, you go to the Facebook page, Aaron Vaughn Memorial Ride in West Tennessee. And Vaughn is spelled V-A-U-G-H. Many of you listening already know, about Aaron Vaughn and his passing and what happened on Extortion 17. I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit, or mostly just about Operation300. It's an organization that basically takes children whose parents, they've lost a parent, right? A soldier, somebody who's in the military, and it takes them kind of like for the summer to do something like different fun things that their father would have taken them to do. You have mentors and volunteers that are taking the kids out and doing things.
Right. Yeah.
Doing things.
And we have several different fundraisers that happen throughout the year. We have one big main one that happens here in Florida. It's called the Aaron Vaughn Memorial Frogman Swim, and it's a huge event. We have 3 different swims. We have the 200 meter, the 1K, and the 5K. We also have a little tadpole swim for the younger ones, and then we have lots of vendors that come out on the beach and sell different things and donate all their money to Operation300. We have people that literally fly or drive in from all over the place to participate in it, and that's always the last Saturday in June, and that's one of our biggest fundraiser events. And then there's different ones that happen throughout the year. And if people want to donate and they don't necessarily want to do a fundraiser, you actually can go on and sponsor a child to actually come to a camp. There's different places on Operation300 page where you can donate. You can hit to support. You can put in a note on who or what you want to support specifically. And we have several videos and lots of pictures on the website so that they can become even more familiar and see what the kids are actually doing. There's lots of pictures.
Good. I like that. Donate by sponsoring a child. That's a great idea. Going to Operation300.com, and there are forms and information there. Okay. This is awesome. What is there anything else that you want to tell us?
No, I just appreciate your support and having us on. I appreciate anybody who wants to become a part and walk alongside of us and try to further our mission. One of our main goals is to someday get our own piece of land. Right now we're using somebody else's land. They've been so great that they just recently sold it. And so it's not going to be available for us to use. And we're not asking for a lot. We're just asking for some land so that the kids can pitch tents. And, we can give them a rough kind of camping weekend. But we need our own place so that we can, like the very first thing the kids do when they come in with their mentors is we have them do a picnic table challenge where they put together picnic tables. And then the kids are able to burn their name into the wood of the picnic table. We put the date, we put the emblem of Operation300 on there. So it's something that they can, if they do come back to camp, they can see like when they were here and who all was here. And so we just keep collecting picnic tables from each camp. And so we need our own place to start, building our own memories.
Do you do the camp like also once a year or a couple times a year?
Right now it's 4 to 5 times a year. Our next one is in November, and we just had one in August. The one, and then the following year, it's usually we do like February, we do April, August, November. So they're very different times.
Okay.
And word is spreading, so more moms are hearing about it and writing in, and so the more funds we get, the more we're able to help these moms and our kids.
Okay. How do you find the kids? How do you find the parents? Is it through the military, or do they come to you?
They all have written us. Yeah, they have all written us. We, of course, do little checks to make sure. But they're usually very open, and that's the other thing is when the kids are here, they're never pressured to talk about their dads, but they always have the ability if they want to do that. We've had some mentors that stepped up. One is a former Navy SEAL. Another one is Jacob Connolly Healy. His dad, Dan Healy, was, in the movie Lone Survivor. He was one of the ones who lost his life in Lone Survivor, and Dan Healy's son Jacob has stepped up and become a mentor for the last several camps. And nobody can understand these kids quite like he can, since he's, of course, lost his own dad in the same way. So it's wonderful to have him be a part, and the kids feel really comfortable and open talking to him, and they can really just gain support with one another.
Okay. Well, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like that whenever you're going to have one of these camps, I want you to call me and come on the air and let's talk about it. And I'll help you promote it so that, people get more and more a sense of what it is that you're doing and, gain some momentum and some popularity for what it is for Operation300.
That'd be great.
Yeah, of course. And I will put this information, I've just jotted down some of the things that you told me. I'll put this information on my Facebook page. Okay. And I wish you a lot of luck with this. Again, like the last time that I talked to you, I am so pro soldier. I'm so pro the soldier and the families of soldiers, and they sacrifice so much, and sometimes, the ultimate sacrifice. And so I know that, what you're doing is a very valuable thing, and these kids will never forget the time they spend there. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's a really special thing.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your support, and I will definitely call back in for our next camp, and I can also just send you a little bit more information so that you have the exact links to put on your page.
Okay, absolutely, anytime. Thank you so much for calling.
Thanks so much, Rosie. Okay, take care.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.